Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Black Girl Talk. This is Stacy here with Savannah. Go ahead and tell the guest hello.
Hi guys, my name is Savannah Benson, aka Boujee Baby.
All right, Boujee Baby. So this is our very first episode of Girl Talk. Thank you for being my very first guest. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel special because this is a big opportunity.
Thank you. And it's a big opportunity for me to be interviewing you and talking to you. I feel so special that you took some time out of your day right before report card day to talk to me a little bit about what it's like being Boujee Baby and what it's like being a black girl. So let's get right into it. How about you tell the guests a little bit about you and what is there to Savannah?
So, my name is Savannah. Like I told y'all, aka Boujee Baby. I rap, I sing, I dance, and yeah.
All right. So where did you get the name Boujee Baby from?
One day, we was at this store and it was this item and it cost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Then my mom was like, "Ooh, you're bougie." Then I was like, Boujee Baby. Then I was like, that's my new name for now.
Okay, I like that. So what was the item that you were trying to get?
An iPhone.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
9.
Okay, so you're 8, 9 years old, trying to get an iPhone. That is pretty bougie,
Yeah.
So okay, that's cool. So you said that you rap,
Yes.
you sing, and you dance.
Yes.
So to be 8 years old to be doing all of that, like, are you fearful? Are you scared? Like, how did you get your start into that?
It's not very scary being an artist. You just have to pay attention and follow directions a lot.
Okay. What type of directions do you get?
Like I get all different types of directions.
Okay. So did you have any like artists or dancers or singers that inspired you to want to do it? Like what made you want to start rapping?
So my cousins, they used to sing in the studio.
Okay.
Like my dad used to do it too.
Okay.
Then
Shout out to dad. We have dad and mom in the building and little brother in the building. Okay.
It made me want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote a song. Then it happened.
Okay. So what was your first song?
Ice Cream Lollipop.
Okay, Ice Cream Lollipop. So tell the guests what Ice Cream Lollipop is about.
Ice Cream Lollipop is just a song.
Okay, so it's just like showing your swag.
It's like a summer song, like ice cream, because you like ice cream in the summer. Well, you can like ice cream anytime, but it's really good in the summer. So,
You're right.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me tell the guests a little bit about Girl Talk, and then I'm just gonna fill you in and ask you some questions as well. So Savannah and I met because her mom, Miss White, was a teacher with me back a couple of years ago. And we work in a school in Houston, Texas, where the population is majority African American, and we work with some beautiful males and females at the school. But we noticed that a lot of the girls had, low confidence. They were not only talking bad about each other, but about themselves. They would rarely make eye contact. A lot of their responses to things would be like very snappy. For whatever reason, because they, had stuff going on outside of school and they didn't really have a way to express themselves, so they would just kind of act out in class, act out outside of class. So Girl Talk is my way to give young girls a way to express themselves and kind of promote and develop positive self-image so that when they're in these spaces like school, church, or just out hanging out with friends and family, they have a way to express themselves and identify as a strong and confident young lady. And when I met you, Savannah, I was like, wow, she embodies everything that Girl Talk is about already. And I mean, of course, shout out to your parents for that. But you just have such confidence. I mean, every time I see you, you walk in the room, you're owning the room. Do you ever feel scared or fearful? I mean, how do you feel day to day when you're just at school, How do you feel?
It feels good because people in my school, they say, "Hey, Boujee Baby," I'm like, wow, like even my friends, they be like, "I heard your song and I subscribe to you," and I was just like, "Thank you."
Okay, cool. So, you're very special being that, you got your rap career off at a very young age. So, I mean, do you feel different from your classmates? Do you feel like you stand out, or do you just feel the same as everybody else when you're in school?
I feel the same as everybody else, but it's just different that I do music.
Okay, okay. And being that you do music, and I don't know if any of your other friends do music, do you feel lonely sometimes? Like, how do you handle that? You know, just kind of doing it on your own.
It feels good to do it on my own because I just like doing it on my own, and I don't really need nobody.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So let me ask you a little bit about your other songs. I know this summer when we were at summer school, you had a new song come out about natural hair, and all the kids loved it. We loved it. We recorded you. So can you tell the guests a little bit about your natural hair song?
So the Natural Hair Girl song is about just loving your natural beauty, and you don't have to have a perm or anything like that. You can just have your natural beauty. You don't have to make yourself different than others.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So what made you so inspired to write a song about natural hair? What made you just want to do it? Because, I mean, I've seen your natural hair. It's absolutely beautiful. But, you know, like I told you, a lot of the people, a lot of the girls that I work with, they wouldn't feel as confident about their hair, right? So what makes you feel like you just had to write a song about natural hair?
Because I want everybody, all the little girls, to feel like they matter too. And I want them to be a natural girl too.
Right.
So that's why I wrote that.
Okay, wonderful. Can you give the guests a little snippet of that, or you want to save that for later?
I do right now. You want me to do natural girl?
Sure.
I'm a natural little girl. Look at my hair. Please don't touch my hair. You can just stare. Don't get matches of glass. Show some respect. We can be friends, BFFs. Where do you think that I get this heat from? Not no curling now. If they talk about Boujee Baby, got a weave, do you know they lying?
All right, nice. Shout out to Natural Hair Girl. I love that. And I know that once we finish this recording that you're going to have my Instagram, my Facebook blowing up. So thank you. Please tell the people right now where they can follow you on your social media networks.
You can follow me at SavvyLandB.
Okay, cool. Can you spell it out for me?
SavvyLynnB.
Perfect. Okay. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk more about school, right? So we know you're a rap artist. We know that you sing, you dance, you're a beautiful girl. If you guys can see her shirt, she's repping the late Aaliyah. You know, shout out to Aaliyah. Aaliyah would have been 41 today, right? So happy birthday to Aaliyah. She has the flashy pants on with the Jordans to match, so you definitely swagged out. I appreciate that. She came dripping, you know. But let's talk about school. There are a lot of people that come to me, and I'm sure they come to your mom, Miss White, and they discuss bullies and how people bother them and stress them out, and some of them are scared to confront their bullies because they don't want to get in fights. Have you ever experienced that at school, and if so, you know, what happened?
Yes, but I didn't really pay them no attention. I still would be nice to them even though they would treat me wrong, and I didn't be around them.
Right. Okay. Do you mind telling us like what happened, like what the bully may have done to you or said to you?
So first, they just said mean things about me, like you cannot sing, you don't look right, you don't matter, and so it was just heartbreaking.
Right, of course, it's heartbreaking. You know, like I said, most kids aren't rappers, they aren't singers, you know what I mean, and they go to school just trying to get through the school day, and they experience bullying, and they're not able to bounce back from it, and they end up bullying other people as a result. They end up fighting as a result. But you, not only are you just a student, you're an artist as well. So you have two things that you're trying to juggle. So if somebody is to bully you, it's like, man, I'm trying to do all these things and I have to deal with bullying. So the fact that you took the high road and you were able to, you know, still be nice to them and still show them kindness in spite of their negative remarks definitely shows that you're the truth, you know. Of course. So in the future, right, you know, you're just going to get better from here. You're going to get bigger, more famous. You know, with that comes more haters, right? You know that when your YouTube channel gets 1 million subscribers, which that's coming very soon, you're gonna have people in the comments saying all kind of stuff. I mean, all famous people go through it, right?
Yeah.
So what types of things are you gonna do to make sure you can withstand that, you know, and keep that smile and keep that positive spirit?
I'm just gonna have thick skin, and I'm not gonna let people get to me.
Okay. Is there a certain thing or a certain ritual that you do, you know, during the day to kind of keep you going or to keep you focused, or is it, you know?
I pray.
Okay, that's good. Prayer is very good. Okay, all right. What about your friends? You know, because a lot of people also say, not only do you have to be strong within, and not only do you have to have a strong family, but the people you hang around is important too, right? We try to tell the girls every day, you can be a perfect child, but if the two people on your left and your right they have attitudes, they're cussing out the teachers, or they're fighting, sooner or later you're gonna do that too, right? So can you tell us a little bit about your friend group and the people you hang around?
The people I hang around, they're a good group, but the people I used to hang around, they were not so good. They didn't make good grades, they didn't follow directions, and now I had to find a new group of friends because I have an image, and that doesn't look right having a night.
Right, you're right. And I think that's the message of Girl Talk, right? You know, you definitely have an image because you're Boujee Baby, and you're on your way to do things, awesome things in the music industry, but every girl has an image, you know. For me, I'm not an artist, but I used to be a teacher. Now I'm an attorney, right? Now I like taking pictures, you know, I like modeling. We took some pictures together over the summer, so I have an image too. So the people who associate with me are part of my image. So, you know, if people are going around stealing something from the store and they say, oh yeah, Stacy's my best friend, that won't add up because people will think I'm a thief too, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you're making a very good point that you know, changed your friend group and then you found some people that were cool too. So let's see if anybody on Facebook Live has something to say. I don't know if Dad wants to look at some of the comments. I think someone said this is awesome. I don't know if Dad wants to get the phone. You could just turn it around and see what someone said. Did they say this is awesome?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Savannah, you're already getting some hits. Savannah says, from who?
Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Savannah says thank you, saying this is awesome. We have another mom that's checking in. Kamira, thank you for watching, Kamira. Her daughter is going to join us for a Girl Talk group in Atlanta on Saturday, and I wish I could take you with me to that, but we're definitely going to have more of these in the future. Let's now talk about how you balance being an artist and being in school. Before we started the podcast today, I was talking to Savannah and I said, I know you have report card day today. And she's like, yeah, you know, that's where I'm going after this. And I said, what are your grades like? And she said I had all 100s. So how is it that you have all 100s in school, yet you still can find the time to dedicate to your artistry?
Well, it's kind of difficult, to be honest, but it's easy because it's fun too. Because I can do my work. I go to the studio, then I go to rehearsal, then I do it all over again the next day. And it's fun. It's a good experience.
Okay. Does that take you away from, you know, like hanging out? Because when you think about most 8-year-olds, most 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, they go to school, right? They hang out after school. Maybe they'll go to the store or get chips, get snacks. They'll play outside, and after that, they'll go home, maybe do their homework, and that's it. But you have a very different type of situation. So does that make you feel different? You know, does that make you feel awkward, or?
It's not awkward. It makes me feel like every other kid.
Right.
But just I'm doing music and doing rehearsal and dance and all that other stuff.
Okay, good. So let me ask you this. I know you know of a lot of child stars because this is your career, so I know you've done your research. You have Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. All the Jacksons were famous when they were kids, right? Along with other people. But along with that came a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure from their family and pressure on themselves to just keep up that high level of fame. So do you feel pressure? Like, do you put pressure on yourself? Do you get like pressure from the outside to be great at such a young age?
It is kind of hard, but I still make it work.
Okay. Okay. And how do you do that? Now, how do you go about doing that? Do you talk to yourself? I know you said that you pray.
Yeah.
You know, what do you do to kind of release or kind of calm down to make sure you're not feeling too much pressure?
I tell myself, you have this, you're going to do this, and you're going to rock it.
Absolutely. Very good. And it's funny that you say that because I'm probably about 3 or 4 times older than you, but I still do the same thing. Sometimes when I'm feeling very overwhelmed, I'm feeling stressed out, I want to go off on somebody, I want to just scream, I have to breathe first, right? And then I have to kind of tell myself the same thing, you got this, you'll get through this, and you know, things will be okay. So it's funny how the things that you start doing as a child continue to play out as you get an adult. So it's very good to kind of instill these good habits and good traits while you're young, because they're going to stick with you when you get older. Okay, so how about we play a little bit of Ice Cream Lollipop?
Okay.
And we'll give the people viewing a chance to kind of comment, ask you questions, ask me questions, and we'll take it from there. All right? To ease. How about you spell out Boujee Baby for all the people watching on Facebook Live and on IGTV? Spell out Boujee Baby for them.
Boujee and Baby.
All right, here we go. You can sing it into the mic too.
Okay.
By the way, people watching, this was Savannah's first single, Boujee Baby's first single, right?
Ice cream, a lollipop, hot shake, bake. I don't know what I would do without my bro and my babe. Boujee Baby on that music, that's where they find my name. And they search me, and they like me, and they hide me all day. Hide me all day, hide me all day. And they search me, and they like me, and they hide me all day. Hide me all day. Hide me all day, and they search me, and they like me, and they hide me all day. Merry go round, it go round and round, it go round and round, yeah, yeah. Merry go round, it go round and round, it go round and round, yeah, yeah. I can do anything, can't do. Pass over my classes at school, no. Ooh, pretty girl in the truck, I'm amazing. As all my friends, I'm amazing. At 2, I was telling my time, so I know it's my time like a watch. And I know that they think that I'm lying, so I just sit there, lying. Yeah, she do, can do it. The sky's the limit, reach to the stars, put your heart in a race. Daddy taught me how to love, Mama taught me how to love. Ain't no hating in my blood, I'ma always show love. Taught me how to love, Mama taught me how to love. Ain't no hating in my blood, I'ma always show love. Taught me how to love, Mama taught me how to love. Ain't no hating in my blood, I'ma always show love. Taught me how to love, Mama taught me how to love. Ice cream, a lollipop, hot shake, bake. I don't know what I would do without my bros and my babe. Boujee Baby on that music, that's where they find my name. And they search me, and they like me, and they hide me all day. Hide me all day, hide me all day. And they search me, and they like me, and they hide me all day. Hide me all day, hide me all day. And they search me, and they like me, and they hide me all day. Merry go round, it go round and round, it go round and round, yeah, yeah. Merry go round, it go round and round, it go round and round, yeah, yeah.
Okay, give it up for Boujee Baby in the house for Ice Cream Lollipop. I love that song.
Thank you.
And you're welcome, baby girl. And I hear a common theme in all of your music, and it's like, I show love, I'm not hating, I'm not hating, I'm not hating. And I mean, that is just something so special about you. I think that's what I love about you the most. I mean,
Thank
you're very
you.
confident, you're beautiful, you're smart, but above all, you're humble. Why do you think that's important, just to be humble?
Because you don't want to be like, you don't want to make people feel like they aren't humble either.
Right.
You just got to stay yourself and not make them feel bad.
That's true. That's very true. Something else I saw during my time as a teacher was that, if one person got 100 on the test, right? Other girls that wouldn't get the high grades would feel bad, which is normal. It's okay because everybody wants to make 100, right?
Yeah.
But that's not a reason for you to make the people that get bad grades feel bad.
You don't want to brag.
Exactly. So, you can be confident, but at the same time be humble. And it's better to just help people, pull your friends and your sisters up, right?
Yeah.
Instead of hating. So I like that theme that I see in all of your music, So let's talk about a little bit more about Natural Girl. Something that's very special and near and dear to my heart is just your beautiful brown skin. I mean, we share the same skin tone, but a lot of my former students and girls that I've come in contact with don't feel confident about being a brown skin girl, right? I know Beyonce came out with that song a few months ago, back when The Lion King came out, and some people, caught onto it. It was cool, but it was just trendy, right? Because if you're in the classroom, or if you're just even grown women, just don't feel confident in their brown skin, but you do. I mean, you're 8 years old and you feel confident in your brown skin. So can you talk a little bit more about why you feel so good to be a brown skin girl? Did your parents help you? Like, how do you feel so confident being the skin tone that you are?
Black girls, they are beautiful.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Say it again for the
Black
people in the
girls.
back. Say it again for the people in the back.
Black girls are beautiful.
All right. Okay.
And so black girls should feel like they're real, and they should feel like they're beautiful.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that. But, a lot of people don't feel that way, So is there anything that you can help me with, or Miss White, when we're going to talk to other girls that don't feel as confident as you, with this? What can we say to them? Like, what can we tell a girl who doesn't feel beautiful, right?
You can tell them, just stay strong.
Okay.
And just know that you're beautiful.
Okay, so it's kind of like you gotta just say it anyway, right?
Inside and out.
That's right, and that's most important too, because there are some very beautiful women and beautiful girls out there, but their attitudes are awful. You don't want to be around them. They're going ham on everybody they come in contact with, right? So you can be pretty on the outside, but like, what are your insides like? Are you humble? Are you confident? Do you help your friends? So that's very important. Do you have any questions for me? Because I know I've been questioning you like crazy. Ask me something.
How do you feel when the girls at your school?
Oh, this is Boujee Baby. She getting calls coming in. You know what I'm saying? We with a celebrity right now. So go ahead.
How do you feel when you were a teacher? How do you feel when the girls used to have attitudes? And something was going on.
Right. That's a good question. To be honest with you, even though I was a teacher, I'm still a black girl, right?
Yeah.
So usually, if somebody gets an attitude with you, your reaction is to want to snap back, right? So when they would say things to me, initially it would make me feel awful. I would forget that they were a child. Mm-hmm. I would forget that they were, just doing something that they learned. I would be ready to go off, but I would put teacher hat on, and then I would put my empathy hat on, which means like I would want to understand, well, why are you doing this? Like, what is the root of this? Why is this behavior happening? So when I put that hat of empathy on and really tried to dig deeper, it helped me a lot. There's a strategy in teaching, right? And working with people in general. When people are real hype, you get real low. You know what I'm saying? So when people are going off on you, it's like, I hear you, I understand. And then they're like, why is she so chill and I just went off on her, right? Mm-hmm. So that definitely helped. I still do that. Even to the point where people are ready to fight. People would get in my face. It's just like, you're a little hype right now. I'm going to be calm and we're going to go from there. So that definitely helped me in a lot of situations. Just if people were like hype, trying to understand where they were coming from, but at the same time going real low and calm, so they can so you can bring them down? That's a good question. Anything else?
Okay, so how did you feel when the girls came to school with their clothes dirty and their hair not done, and they're acting bad because they don't feel like they're pretty?
Right. Whew, that's a good point. The nurturer in me just wants to clean their hair and give them some clean clothes, because really a lot of kids act out just because of that. But then there's another part. You don't want to make their parents feel uncomfortable if you just go helping and you acting like mom when they already have parents, right? So it would just humble me. It would make me feel like my mom and dad gave me a lot, just like your mom and dad give you a lot. But at any point, all of this can be taken away. My pretty little yellow dress can be taken away. Your pretty Aaliyah hoodie can be taken away. We can be in their shoes. You know what I mean? So just keeping that in mind, that we're all just a few dollars or a few circumstances away from being like those people, just keeps us humble. But I would help them, I would try to be understanding, but I wouldn't just sit there and let them look dirty. I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't just sit there and let their hair be all over the place. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to do my part and fix them the best way I can, but, you just don't want to overstep your boundaries. So, yeah.
How did you handle the girls that would fight and argue with each other?
That's good. I'm actually kind of going through that right now, because even though I'm not teaching anymore, I still take Girl Talk back to the school where I was working, and I told the girls, look, if you're going to be a part of Girl Talk, you can't fight each other and you can't fight while I'm not here. Because if you do fight, I'm not going to allow you back to one of our girl groups, right? And you know what happened? 3 days later, two girls fought each other and got suspended. So, what am I going to do when they're suspended, right? It made me feel embarrassed. It made me feel like, well, why am I coming up to the school trying to help you guys get along and you're just going to fight as soon as I leave? But I had to tell myself, it takes time. Just like you. You weren't Boujee Baby overnight, were you? You have to practice. You have to rehearse. You have to have the fly fix and the fly songs. You have to get in the studio. It takes time. So when people are used to fighting and, having attitudes and all that all the time, it takes time to reverse that behavior and kind of have them see and think differently. Anything else? You can ask me anything. It could be about me. It could be about the girls. It could be about anything you want. That's one thing about Girl Talk. This is our first podcast. This is Boujee Baby for the people that just joined. You're joined by Boujee Baby and Stacy. This is episode 1 of Girl Talk. This is just dedicated to giving black girls a space to express themselves. If you look at the world, how many spaces do black girls just get to be black girls? The beauty supply store. I guess we can be ourselves sometimes. What other spaces do we have? None, really. Do we? I don't know. So there are not a lot of spaces dedicated to this, right? You get to, sing your music, dance, share. If we get to crying, it's okay if we cry, right? We laugh. So we're at episode 1, and Boujee Baby, aka Savannah, aka Miss Benson, is just talking to me, asking me some questions about how it is to work with black girls and things like that. But you can ask me whatever you want. I give you 2 more questions. Anything. Even if we have to make mom and dad close their ears, it's okay. Whatever you need.
If you could, would you give the kids that needed it money?
Oh, that's a good one. So, I'm a lawyer now, right? So we have to follow the rules and things like that. So there are rules in place so that teachers and people in the community are not just giving a lot of money to kids, right? But so to answer your question, if I could, yes. But being that there are a lot of rules in place that prevent me from doing that, I try to help in other ways, like Girl Talk, or if they need a certain thing, I can buy the thing, right? So if somebody's hungry, I can give them food. If somebody needs a shirt or a dress or an outfit, I'll get them that. So yeah, Or I'll support the song, or I subscribe to YouTube, if you need some subscribers. So wherever the need is, that's what matters, right? Some people need someone to talk to. That's what we're here for. Somebody needs some clothes. Girl Talk may not be able to give the clothes, but we can send you somewhere where you can get it. Okay. Good questions. Man, girl, you're smart.
Thank you.
Okay.
How do you feel about yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one, girl. You see this 8-year-old asking me how I feel about myself. All right, I love it. My therapist actually asked me that too a couple of months ago. And shout out to therapy. Therapy is a good thing for kids, for adults, for married couples, single people. Therapy is good, even if you're not going through anything per se. It's very good to vent what we're doing, right? Talking to each other. Most days I feel good about myself. Most days I feel beautiful. Most days I feel intelligent. Most days I feel like I'm living my life the right way. I'm living my life on purpose. Like today I feel real good because I'm sharing with you, I'm talking to you. But there are days where I don't like myself, if I'm being honest, right? There are some days that I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, honestly. You know, I know I'm smiling with you right now, but there are some days I look in the mirror and I don't like what I see. There are some days where I feel like, man, I wish I could do this and I just can't do it, right? But that's the thing about being a black woman, a black girl. You're going to have days like that. But if you overall feel good and confident about yourself, I think that's the goal. The goal is to every day strive to feel your best self. So that was a good question. You know, I appreciate that question. The time is now 5:03. If you want to do another song, you can. If you want to share something with the listeners, we're going to put this on SoundCloud. We're going to put this on iTunes. Yes, ma'am. You're going to be on iTunes. And we're going to share this to IGTV. So if you want to share another song, we can do that. Or if you want to say something to the viewers right now, you can do that as well. Just let me know.
I'm going to share a song.
Okay. You want me to pull it up over here, or you just want to do it a cappella?
It's a cappella.
Okay, cool.
It's just the song that I wrote
Okay.
over the week.
Tell me about it before you start. Tell me about the song.
So
What inspired you to write this song, this song?
So I'm just talking about my city and stuff.
Okay. And what city is that you're talking about, Miss Boujee Baby?
Yes.
Houston, Texas. That's where we are right now. So Girl Talk was established in Houston, Texas, but I'm from Atlanta, so we're going to take it to Atlanta and hopefully worldwide. So what are you saying about Houston? Is this like paying homage, you know, support for your city?
Yeah, it's just saying that I made it. I touched down and I made it.
Okay. All right. So is there a name of this song that you can introduce this song for? Does it have a name, or is just like it's just something you want to?
It's just something I want.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna let Boujee Baby do her thing. This is her paying homage to her city, H-Town, Houston, Texas, 281-832-713. Okay, so take over.
I just touched down in my city. I'm about to perform at this concert. I'm a bad boy like Diddy, but I'm all girl like Lizzie. I know what's hard and the truth hurts. I took your place. I know you mad. I'm in your space. Look at your face.
Hey, I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Are you like an A student in language arts? Like, how did you get these skills of writing lyrics? Like, who was your writing teacher? Let's shout out the right. Right, so shout out to Miss Momi at, what's the name of your school?
Beatrice Mays Institute.
All right, so shout out to Miss Momi at Beatrice Mays Institute. You did a fantastic job teaching Boujee Baby over here how to write. Who else?
I also have an English teacher named Miss Lestrap.
Okay, shout out to Miss Lestrap.
And
Do you have any like musical artists that you like? Who inspires you like that's in the game right now? I heard from a little birdie you like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know who told me that. Is that true? It's okay. You know, I love Meg too. You know, that's something we have in common. All right. Shout out to the Stallion, you know.
and I like Lizzo.
Okay, I love Lizzo too. Shout out to Lizzo. Okay, cool. So I just want to say thank you,
You're welcome.
Boujee Baby. This has been fantastic. I really do love everything about you. You are just truly flawless. If you go to my website, blackgirltalk.org, you'll know that you're flawless in every way. Again, Girl Talk is just an organization dedicated to inspiring Black girls to let them know that they're beautiful, they're flawless, and to promote positive self-image. You've been blessed by the mic by Stacy, and we have Savannah Benson here, aka Boujee Baby, all the way from Houston, Texas. This is our first podcast, and we want to say shout out to the Media Block in Houston, Texas for allowing us to share this space. And Boujee Baby will be back, won't you?
Yep.
I'm thinking about making a live podcast. When we get off the mic, we're going to go back here so you can see the vision, because we're going to invite maybe like 50 more girls here so we can do this again live, all right? So before we leave, I'm going to, how about if I play Look At Me Mama? What you think about that?
Okay.
All right, we're going to leave them with that, all right? Thank you for all the people who went to Facebook Live. We appreciate it. I see Heather, I see Kiera, I saw Lawrence, I saw Randall, I saw Kamira. Thank you so much, all right? This was Girl Talk. Stacy, Boujee Baby, Savannah, and we are here. We'll be here twice a month, hopefully. So thank you, and have a wonderful night.
Bye, guys.
You gotta teach me how to do the walk. Oh. Teach me to move. Oh. Show me.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, you gotta throw it up and catch it.
Throw it up and catch it.
No, you gotta go. Walk.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Yeah.
Okay, I got it, y'all. I got it. I hope y'all saw it. Okay, you know, old school people, we don't know how to do the walk, but I'm a work in progress. I'm not done yet. All right, Serena, thank you, girl. All right, how about I play when you see me in the street? Yeah. All right, y'all. If you have any questions or anything, just leave it in the comments and we'll get to you ASAP. This has been Girl Talk, episode 1. Hey, Desi Joe. Hey, girl. Hey. Who else is there? Hey, Antonio. Hey. Thank y'all. We're getting ready to go now. But drop Boujee Baby a comment. Drop Stacey a comment. This is Girl Talk. This has been fantastic. Episode 1, talking about confidence, self-image, how to be you. So thank you, Boujee Baby, for joining us. All right. Yay! We can stop it.